Okay, we are currently in the St. Pelexinos of Marburg, Deiro, in Vazhappilli. As you can see, I'm inside the Deiro church actually. So here, the recently anointed bishop is there actually. So, so this has, I think, this year only it has been inaugurated. And I've been here for some time actually. So it's a very good place to sit in here, and as you can see, it's beautifully built, and it's dedicated to it's in the name of Saint Pelexinos of Marburg, and the holy relics of Saint Ignatius Elias III is there actually, as you can see here in the below the St. Mary's, the picture, St. Mary and Child Jesus picture. So you can see the girdle is there. So I just want to focus on one topic. Last day I conversed with Gemini about one topic about the construction of elements, starting from the quarks in the quarks in the subatomic level. So as per, because reasonably logically, if we think that the quarks or the basic subatomic construction elements are used for construction, everything is the same nature except from the density or finer to denser level of construction. That means if quarks is basically constructing everything at the subatomic level, then automatically all the material, electrons and protons are created by quarks only. So automatically the basic construction element in the subatomic level becomes the same. So we can say that everything is created from the same material underneath in the subatomic level, and solely the matter of finer to denser level of constructing these materials actually. So that means, as I was just thinking, it's the same thing like constructing the materials is basically the denser things are there, finer things are there. So basically, it's if we check the color spectrum, for example, if we say that light is of the same nature, but color spectrum, if we check even the minute level of very wavelength, we can see it varies. It's denser to finer, it varies actually. From the ultraviolet to infrared, varies the wavelength. So it has some kind of minute level of thickness. So in a general perspective, so spirituality is basically about the substance level, below the substance. It's more finer. So in that sense, the construction elements is, we can dig deep even beyond this atomic level to the subatomic level. So the subatomic level basically it's the same material but varying from denser to finer senses. What I'm trying to say is basically the projection of things. For example, the edge of a table and the line we draw are extending even beyond the visible range actually, visible range. So like that, everything extends. When we say a word, for example, prayer or anything, any word we speak basically is not audible completely by ears, because ears have the ability to capture 20 to 20,000 hertz only. So that means beyond that something, on below that something is produced, but we cannot hear that in our range. So our range is very limited with our eyes and all tangibility, so the five outer senses. But beyond that, that extends something even to the to the all sides. It extends. So I was just thinking about the cross that's there within funerals and all. Just a thought actually. Thinking about a cross which has many edges. It is not a normal cross that we see every day, but it has many edges. There are many edges. So I was just thinking why this cross is having many edges. The same cross is brought into funerals. This cross will be there in the Syriac Orthodox, Jacobite Orthodox funerals. So I was just thinking what's the relevance of this. So then comes this edges are extending. Edges are not being limited to the visibility, but they're extending, they're projections basically. So these edges are extending outward, so that when, according to our funerals and all, funeral prayers and all, when the demons comes, then this edges extending outward. So this is physical ranges meeting with the metaphysical realms in a sense or the other. So for example, the table's edges, we see in the visible range, it is extending to the finer sense. So denser to finer level things are extending. So that's what my thoughts are. Last I had a conversation with Gemini on this, and Gemini also asserted that the quacks is basically construction, basic construction element, and in that sense, everything is being constructed. Everything is constructed, has been constructed by the same substance, but it's only so that means the measuring scale is actually, measuring level is actually the denser to finer. So when we check our five outer senses, then automatically we can see our skins can sense more concrete things, more denser things, not a smell actually. Smell is more finer, but our tongue can sense more finer things like food. So as we move upward from our outer senses, upward like nose and ears and ear it ends actually. And then we can see the substance are becoming finer, denser to finer. So this denser to finer level is basically everything. Basically everything. That's what I understood. That means the variations that we see is basically, it is the denser to finer level. We can arrange it with the same construction elements, not in the atomic level, but the subatomic level. So it's just a thought actually. It's just a thought. Maybe we can find out further on this. Yep. Okay. And what else is the... So this comes into play when the sky is coming into picture. Sky is deciding our tangibilities. Sky is deciding our, because when we corresponds or relates our ജസ്റ്റ് ആണല്ലേ ഓക്കെ ജസ്റ്റ് ഞാൻ കുറച്ച് ഇരുന്നിട്ട് പോകാമെന്നുണ്ട്. So what I'm trying to say is basically the sky is related to our senses. Sky is related to our senses, and out of skin actually, sky is related to our skin. Sky is giving us the awareness. So from that only everything is generated. So that means all the senses are bringing the awareness to us, and then our skin is basically that the culmination or the sum total of this awarenesses. So this is a huge topic altogether, because sky element is deciding our awareness, and finally creating our consciousness, which basically overlaps from the outer realm to the mental mind's realm, and then the spiritual realm, contemplative spaces. So I think we will elaborate this topic further. Okay, bye. May God bless all. Thanks. Bye.